Hello people, it's been a long time since I did any video. Last was on my inventory update, and this video is actually going to be my inventory update as well. So just a quick update on what's going on. It's been past couple of months right now that Malaysia has been on a lockdown, as well as several countries as well, but ours has just been slightly longer, I suppose. So 3 months over. I haven't been doing much of Pokemon activities except for updating on Instagram or whatnot. Not much acquisition going on until lately. I think the pandemic has just got everybody to look into collectibles because, you know, what better to start with when you're stuck at home, you get on your phone, you don't know where to spend your money, and then there you go. You start buying all this Pokemon stuff. It's a pretty hot selling thing at the moment, especially in the UK market and US as well, I suppose. I'm more attentive to the UK market because I was there for like about a year, and man, things could be way more pricey in the UK just because it's not as convenient as the US, and plus the demand outweighs the supply. So therefore, focusing on these tins that I have, right? Those ones, they go for about 50 over pounds in the UK. That's about 200 over ringgits in Malaysia. You could probably sell those for a good price as well. Ignore the Sylveon tin, that's just bought on impulse. But I'm charging like 200 ringgits for this. People could say it's like a rip-off or whatnot. But, you know, like I said, demand and supply, all right? People can actually put whatever price that they want it to, and that's the price that I'm looking for right now. I think it's modest, and I think it could probably increase even more as time to come because these are out of print. Even though rumors are coming around saying they're going to do a reprint of this thing or whatnot. I don't know. I can't be confident about it, but I don't think so for such an exclusive set. Don't think Pokemon might want to ruin that. Wouldn't want to ruin that collector's market, I would say. Yeah, that's my little acquisition over there. A first print Rainbow Rare Charizard. I got it for a little bit half of the market price because the prints are really bad. They're really off-centered, and let's see. You can't really tell, but the bag is actually kind of jacked up. So for the price, I think this is worth it. 800 ringgit, which is less than 200 pounds, I would say. I'm not going to do much conversion because I'm really bad with numbers. This one's still staying here. I've not put it up on the listing because I don't really see the demand for it at the moment. I suppose there will be because of the gold Charizard Reshiram GX card. So they might peak over time. I'm not sure, not entirely sure at all. So moving up here, not much of an investment made, to be honest. Some of these just bought on impulse. I had that one for 260 ringgit. Not a good buy because they were telling me that this was going to be a really exclusive card in the set, and then they came out on an ETB for Hidden Fates. So that just ruined kind of like the value of this box, but I'm just keeping it just for my sealed collection and whatnot. So with the art, that's just gonna be there for my eyes. And this is a new Sword and Shield figurine collection. I'm not sure what they're going for right now, but it shouldn't be too expensive. There's an influx of this in stock. Not really a popular set per se, Rebel Clash. But we'll never know if it peaks. I just bought this because I see the value in the two things that were given, especially this Pikachu card, and then this just comes as an extra. So 100 ringgits, that's like 20 pounds. I don't know what it is, but you know, things seem to be much more expensive in the UK because UK you can't really get them conveniently what do you call it, at a cheap price. And to work into conveniences, we have e-commerce sites such as Magic Madhouse or Chaos Card. I used to purchase cards over there, and they were usually just marking the prices way off the retail, just because the demand outweighs the supply. For some reason, this is really hot selling stuff. It's not cheap, and parents are just willing to buy their kids the latest, hottest stuff. Pokemon is not really sought after in Malaysia. They're not widely advertised, so kids are easily overlooking this stuff, and they will not. No, parents will not encourage their kids to be looking at these things, because essentially they're just cardboards for us, and they could be really expensive cardboards. So, but looking at the collector side, we have a much more mature market overview. So I'm just gonna leave these as a seal, because I don't know. I don't even know if there's any value in it to it soon. So when looking at the top, I still got my Unbroken Bonds, which is the one that I got off when I was in the UK for, goodness me, £94. That was a rip-off, because there was this rumor going on that Unbroken Bonds was going out of print, and I bought on impulse. I've never bought a booster box before. This was an exciting purchase until, you know, there's more supply than what we thought there isn't. So there and then, Unbroken Bonds is just gonna stay sealed. It's probably gonna be I don't know, a 10-20 year thing. I'm just gonna leave it be, because I don't want to lose any money on this, and I'm not really in need of cash, so that's just gonna be over there. We got the Reshiram Charizard GX box, and this one, I don't know what they're going for at the moment. Let's just say if they're not on discount, they should be, I think, £30 or slightly over. 40 when I first remember it to come out, because Charizard was such a hot stuff, and especially with Reshizard, they just come out fresh out of Unbroken Bonds. Those were like easily 200 ringgit stuff out of Malaysia, and this one's retail at 160 in the toys bar. But I just, you know, somehow it's the season to get things off the steal, and I got this for about 100 ringgit, so that's just £20. Sweet deal. That's just gonna be there, because we all know Charizard's gonna pick up someday in value, as well as these boxes. I got one of these much earlier in the year, 2019 collector chest, and then seeing that the store now has a major discount, I got a second one. So I don't know. The only reason I got this because of the promo cards that are gonna give the clone Charizard, Armored Mewtwo, the Pikachu. It's not really worth much, but then clone Charizard, it's exclusive to the tin, so eventually it's gonna come out of value one way or another. I don't know. I can't be confident with this kind of stuff, because we're looking at a market at the moment where it's really hot, all right? And there's a lot of demand in the market. And of course, YouTube's really hyping a lot of things up. eBay prices are going nuts. And we're seeing Pokemon in a bubble. I don't know if everyone can agree with that, but it's gonna last for a bit more than I'll say, I don't know, a year or two. Pokemon's got to buck up on this kind of marketing and stuff, so we can actually get some value for us collectors and resellers. At the moment now, it's just gonna be sealed here, because I don't think they're much value. I got one of these teens retailed at 140 ringgit or 150, depends where you're getting it, but I just got each of these, one for 100 ringgit, so that's like £20. Sweet deal. Hidden Fates box is still here. That's peaking up to about £100 right now. I don't know. Look at eBay. People are just putting on ridiculous prices for this box just because there are so few of them, and everybody want to get their hands onto one of these. I'm sure people are hoarding onto a lot of these, because I myself am, for one, hoarding it. I'm not putting it on, I've not listed it up on the internet for people to buy or whatnot. So, and recently I've just sold an Ultra Ball collection. So the Ultra Ball collection was retailed in Ringgit Malaysia 268 when I first bought them, which was already overpriced because you could actually get them for, I think, I don't know, 220 or 230 at that point. But I still paid for it because it was Hidden Fates and I was foreseeing it to peak eventually. Just wasn't sure how long it would take, but a little over 4 months, I sold the box for 400 ringgit. So that's a bonus. All right. So looking at my half close to being empty Hidden Fates product, you know, I don't really know how to feel, but like at least I'm not getting robbed of my money. So man, this is it for the inventory at the moment. Really not much to update, but I suppose if anyone could actually get their hands on the Hidden Face thing, it's a no-brainer to actually just get it, even though it's slightly expensive, because they may actually pick up in value. You know, like the Charizard, that's just gone a little bit down when there was an influx of supply, and then it just went back up from like came up to it started off with like 400 ringgit, 400 US dollars. It went down a little bit over 300, and then it just shot back up to 400. This one went down to 299 US dollar at one point, but it's now picked back to $400. So I mean, like, I think 420 if I'm not mistaken. So this one is pretty much a steal for me. I know it's not the best, but it's a Charizard and it's not the worst quality after all. So for that price, it's pretty good. So stay tuned for more information, I suppose, if anyone gives a shit.